Hello, it's a new name here. You may know me from my Fresh Start World series, all 10 of you, but I wanted to start a new series on my main, just kind of as I have reached the end of Fresh Start Worlds. I want to have some more content. So, this is going to be my Mainscape adventure. I'm going to start off this first episode by kind of showing off my account and showing off my bank, and we'll probably do these once a year around this time. So I want to start off by showing my skills. I am technically true maxed. I have 120 in all the skills that can go to 120, and I have 99 in every skill. Currently I'm working towards the master Mainscape, which is 120 in every skill. I do have two 200 mils, being archaeology and invention. So those are my skills. As for my quests, if I go over here, I have 333 quest points. I'm not really a huge fan of questing. So if I hide the ones I have completed, these are roughly the quests I have left. From there, I'll show off my bank. My bank's really messy. My food's typically at the top. I mostly use sharks because they're cheap, easy to come by. Got a couple familiars, mostly my Beasts of Burden and my Nihil. Got a bunch of junk just floating around in this tab. This is really, first tab's always going to be my junk tab in my banks for the most part. Second tab is my summoning tab. I just did summoning for double XP, so I used mostly my blue charms and got 115 summoning. I do have quite a bit of outfits. Unlocked most of them, not all of them yet, so that might be something to go for in this series. In this tab is going to be my farming tab. So I've got all my seeds, especially since they reworked how herblore works. If you aren't, or not herblore, farming, if you aren't aware, they changed it so you now have to plant the seeds. They aren't dropped by bosses anymore, but you can plant up to 10 herb seeds in a patch at once. Pretty much this is my like I said, farming tab. This is my herblore tab. Of note, I've got over 2,000 elder overloads and around 500 adrenaline renewals. I definitely should make way more of those. No real pattern to this. It probably gives many of you anxiety. Just most of what I use is at the top. This tab, I think at one point was my achievement diary tab. Now it's just kind of turned into another junk tab for skilling. This is my clue scroll tab. I do like to do clue scrolls, so when I'm doing them, I'll try and keep the loot from them in here. Let's pull out that log. Also, I'm going to grab the Slayer log while I'm in here. Anyways, this is my main loot tab for Slayer and combat and everything. Very unorganized. I do have... Why is that in there? And then over here is some of my more... I guess this is a rune crafting / crafting tab. And then for some reason, my golden barrow sets are in here. This is my trophy / big drop tab. I do collect abyssal whips. I go through phases depending on when I want stuff. I think this is roughly the amount of an abyssal scourge in abyssal whips. But I also have one party hat that I got and then one that I bought. These are just long-term plan. I see them going up in the long run, so it's better to just have them and have them sit there. This is my archaeology tab. It's basically useless because I have a 200 mil archaeology. I actually didn't finish all of the locations, so I'll probably have to go back at a different time and do that. These are the clues I have right now. As you see, about 91 elite clues. This is a big tab. This is all of my gear. So I've got Superior Tetsu. At the time I was doing ports, the new magic spells weren't out. So I have begun working towards those, though. Right down here is my first piece. I currently have Virtus. And then I also have Masterwork. It's custom fit. And then I do have Masterwork. It's custom fit trimmed, meaning so it won't degrade in certain situations. And it is technically, at the time, it was the best melee armor in the game. I think the new one from ED4 beats it out. I have Drygores, Noxious Scythe, and then my main hand for ranged is a light crossbow. Offhand is an Ascension crossbow. I do have the Essence of Finality. Just a dark bow in it right now. I am really bad with money, so I don't usually build up to putting... I don't like sinking that much money into a necklace. I do have the Inquisitor Staff and a Noxious Staff. The Noxious Staff I kind of end up using more for Slayer when I do it, but I typically use the Scythe for Slayer. So from here, I also have a Scripture of When. Anyways, that is my combat gear tab. Also fairly unorganized. Let's check my Slayer log. In the Slayer log, I not got too much. I have gotten a crossbow. None of these are complete yet, so I'm just going to kind of go through, show you them. Feldip Hills I could complete, but Strike Worm tasks are annoying. So I would have to get another Strike Worm task, which I believe I can get from Lanica on Anachronia. For Fremnik, I don't really do that. I haven't done low-level Slayer in quite a while, so this came out way after that, but might be a good idea to go back through and finish it. Kramja, quite a few are empty. The desert, I've gotten quite a few things. I really like the Slayer dungeon. Not much on Anachronia. Not much for Mauritania. And not much from the wilderness. And then just general drops, you know. Gotten around 38 Serenic Scales, 13 Visages since, again, this is since the log came out. I forgot to show you, I do have 3 of the dragon eggs. I just haven't hatched any of them. My treasure trail log is something I will have a bit more in. Don't really do easies. Don't really do mediums. But for hards, I'm just missing a couple slots here and there. So I'll probably be doing hard or clue scrolls at some point in this series. This is my elite tab. This one's much more filled out. Just couple spots left. I have had one die. I got the shadow die. I sold it for like 800 mil at the time. Not my favorite thing to remember. And then I haven't done masters just because I don't have many quest points done. I guess the last thing of note would be to show off my drop tabs for my bosses. Easiest way to do this is actually to use the Slayer counter. Right click and switch to Reaper and then collection logs. Araxi, I only had the Fang and sold that a long time ago. Went back recently and got the leg bottom. Art Glacier, I've done a few hard mode kills. Not that many, though. Only a couple hundred. I've got Barrows. Haven't done Rise of the Six. Don't really do Chaos Elemental. Zillion. Haven't done Crocius yet. I do know it's fairly easy to do in the public worlds, so I probably will do that at some point in this series as well. Grador, Greg, Hellweir, and I haven't really gotten any luck from there. Did a couple kills at Calphite Queen, so there's that. Let's see, KBD I do have the pet for. Kriara, I am only missing the pet. I'm about 2,300 kills dry. I'm missing the pet and a couple pieces of the armor from Krill. I do those, both Krill and Kriara, for Slayer tasks. The Magister, I think almost all of these have come from the dungeon. Next, I've only got the Virtus book. I mostly do duo nexes. And then for QBD, I am also only missing the pet. Got the Shadow Reef. Haven't done much of. Twin Furies, I'm missing the pets and one of the blades. Vindy, I am missing just one of the pets. And that's about it. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. Tune in next time to see whether I end up going on this journey. I'm pretty sure my main goal is going to be Master Mainscape, but haven't figured that out, so I haven't figured a name for the series. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, liked it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and I will catch you guys in the next one.